let's talk harnesses. Now, there are so many different harnesses on the market. It is sometimes really hard to choose which one is the best or which one is the best for what you are doing and for your dog. Now, this video is literally just my opinion. I'm not a vet, I'm not a harness specialist. This is just my opinion of what I like about harnesses and what you can look at for when you're choosing your own harness. So we mainly have two types of harness. Now, my harnesses are very well used, so they could do with going in the wash, to be honest. So the first type of harness is what we call an annoying kiosk harness, a chest strap harness. So it has the strap that goes around the chest, and then that one goes over under the belly even. We also then have, we have an annoying kiosk. We then also have the Y-shaped harness. Now the Y-shaped harness has this little plate that goes between the dog's legs so that it doesn't have this strap that goes around the chest. So which one is better? Now, in my opinion, it really depends on your dog. It depends on what you are doing, and it depends on in how your dog feels with that harness. Now, some dogs really don't like harnesses, and if your dog really doesn't like a harness, then it's best not to use that harness, or to slowly introduce the harness so they are more comfortable with it. So we are going to look at some harnesses that will fit onto kiosks, and I'm going to explain what I like about these harnesses and why I would use that particular harness. So we're going to look at the chest strap and the Y-shaped harness. Now, I need to find out of all of these some harnesses that will actually fit him, because we have tiny puppy harnesses which aren't going to be any good, and then we have some bigger harnesses. So we need to make sure that the harness fits your dog first of all, whichever one you go for, and you need to be going by the manufacturer's guidelines as to fitting the actual harness. So we're going to look at a chest strap harness to start with. So let me just clear away some of these harnesses, and we will go with this one. Let's see if this one fits him. Right, let's have a look. This one is the chest strap, and it goes over the dog's head like that, comes up and around and clips on nice and securely there. Now, we can see the chest strap here does sit quite high up, and it also sits on the shoulders here. So this kind of harness I'm only going to use for if the dog is doing something when they're not pulling into that harness. So if I'm doing off-lead detection work, or I just want some identification on the dog, they may be off lead running free and I've attached a lead to the collar maybe, then I'm going to be happy to use this. What I don't want to use this kind of harness for is if I'm asking the dog to pull into this harness. If we have a look with kiosks here, if we have the lead attached here, then we're going to be putting pressure back there. You can see where that pressure is on his chest area, and as he's walking forward, it's this part here that needs to be moving. This could restrict his movement. It could also put some pressure on the airway down here. So if I am asking him to do tracking or trailing or somewhere where he's going to be pulling into that harness, this isn't the design that I'm going to be looking for. If I don't have anything attached here and I'm just asking him to move around like this, you can see that he does have free movement with it. He can move around, and it doesn't really bother him a great deal. So if I'm doing detection work where I'm asking him to go and find something, then I'm happy enough to use that kind of harness. So let's have a look at the other harnesses. So this is one of my favourite Y-shaped, Y-fronted, Y-shaped harnesses. This is made by Icefang, and it has these really excellent strong clips here. They're really easy to put on. You just drop them out. Can't do it one-handed, and they just clip back in. They're really, really nice. Back in. They're nice and padded. I really like these harnesses, and this is my go-to for most of the time, to be honest. This is the kind of harness that I really like, and this is the make that I really like. So, oh my word, let's see it on kiosks. So I've undone both of the sides so that I can just slip it straight over his head. You can just undo one and feed his leg through, but come here, okay. But I tend to like to have them both undone. So his head's just going to go through this hole. Can you come? Good boy, wait. So his head and his com go straight through that hole there. I'm going to make sure that the padding is all in the right place, and then this part goes underneath the chest, and then we just clip these really great clips together. Make sure that's all flat. Okay. And then out we have, let me bring him back here a bit so you can see. This is how this harness fits. Now, if I have a long line attached to here, so if I'm tracking or trailing with him, then when this puts pressure on, we are actually putting pressure down this part of his body, which is better than having that strap across there. So this is the harness that I'm going to be choosing for tracking or trailing, or any time where there's going to be that pressure put back on that long line, because it's more comfortable for him. It's not going to interfere with his airway because all that pressure is on that chest bone that is just there. There's also a little handle you can hold on to there. Now the good thing about these is you've also got a front clip. I never ever use that front clip, but it's there for an option if you do want to use it. All of this has got more adjustability to fit your dog better, because we have a clip here, clip on the other side, clip there, and a clip on this side, and all of these straps are fully adjustable. All of these bits you can either cut off or you can just feed back through so that they're all nicely put away, but we can have that and it fits a lot better. Icefang also make one that has two straps, so you get another strap that's here, which I do quite like as well because it just gives it a little bit further down the back. But these ones I really like. There's got little Velcro bits so you can stick different things on if you want to have your dog labelled up with anything. But out of both of them, if I could only use one harness again, it would be the wide front harness. You're right there, Chaos. And it would be the Icefang harness, because look how cool it looks anyway. Doesn't he just look so cute? It's like a little vest that he's got on, and he looks like a right little army soldier, I think, in it. So these are my favourite ones. Again, harnesses are completely individual and into what fits your dog, my word, what suits your dog best and what suits you best as well. There's just a few things to take into consideration when you are choosing your harness, but otherwise this one is my favourite, this style is my favourite. It doesn't mean, oh, is it gone? It doesn't mean that I won't use the other harnesses, the chest strap harnesses. It just means there's a time and a place for both.